Hey guys, what I got for you today is a quick video on an easy modification of the Echo CS-4910. What it is a bolt-on air filter modification from A2Designs, and it's a quick modification that's not permanent to your saw, and it's supposed to give you a little bit more horsepower. Disclaimer is, yes, I've already installed it on the saw, but what I'm going to do is demo it real quick before I lose all my daylight. Then we'll go inside, I'll show you it in depth and run through the installation of it. So let's get the saw started up here. I'll do two cuts. The first cut is going to probably be on the top log here, just to warm up. And then I'll do kind of a closer view for y'all on the bottom log. So hopefully give you a little bit more action. So yeah, let's get into it. I don't want to say that I noticed a difference because it's been a couple days since I've ran the saw, but I feel like it's revving up a little bit faster. I'm running just a little bit cleaner, if that makes any sense. So let's get you set up here. Cut this first log here. You can see it's just shy, it's a 20-inch bar, so I made about 18 inches. Alright guys, we're back inside. I'm going to take a closer look at the air filter upgrade. As you can see, it doesn't really add too much to the exterior of the saw. It is this black portion underneath the air filter lid. Everything is still accessible. Just as if it was a stock saw. Cover removes the same way. You simply twist the captured nut off, bolt off. There's been no modification to this cover. You can now see the upgraded air filter. Here is the stock air filter in comparison, and we'll take this one out. Now the installation is going to be this in reverse, but I'll run through it just to show you how easy it really is. First thing, once the top is removed, what we'll do is take off this included cap. There are two sides for this. There is a smaller air filter that this kit will use, but this is the larger one, so I needed the larger. Air filter just sets right in place, kind of pushes down on there. Next thing is the actual shroud here, and this is held in by a screw. Just a Phillips self-tapping screw, and then that shroud comes right off. You see it is 3D printed, but it is a nice nylon material, and on the outside you have to look pretty close for your print lines. Next is the last modification that you have to do, which is basically to install this adapter plate to your carburetor. That's as simple as 2 different sized Allen wrench bolts that are in there. There's 4 total, so 2 of the smaller ones are down here on the bottom. And then the larger 2 are recessed inside. There's one of the bolts. And the second bolt. With both of those bolts off, you can simply just remove your adapter. You can see this is a intricate printing. The airflow going down into the carburetor is open, as opposed to the stock that has this cross pattern on the inside. You can see just the sheer difference in these 2 mounts. This print is in no means a hollow print. This sucker is really robust. Like it's not breaking anytime soon. There is a little bit of roughness to it, but you could be sanding that off and right back to normal. There is an included bushing on the inside, and that's what your top cover screws right on into. Other than that, there's no other modification to the saw that's needed. It simply bolts right in. Okay, installation is a breeze. We're going to take our air filter adapter and line it up with our carb. We'll take our long bolts that go through the carb, we'll fish those in there. Start snugging those down. Alright, before those are all the way tight, we'll take our 2 smaller screws, stick those down through the bottom, and then we'll snug those down. Nothing in this carburetor area is really tight. It's just snug enough. So what I usually do is I'll just use my fingers on the end of the Allen wrench, and whenever it starts to hurt a little bit, then I call it good. Good. And then we'll tighten up our bigger nuts, bolts. Okay, with those installed, take our air filter. I'm going to put a little bit of air filter oil around the base of this filter. It's not required, it's just something that I like to do with any of these removable air filters. Okay, with our mount installed, we can go ahead and put our shroud on. If you try to put it on before your air filter, you won't be able to get it between the spark plug coil cable and the air filter itself. So lines up real easy. You can see there's a notch for the handle, so this notch is going to go down. Everything lines up. This is where that Phillips head screw comes in, and you simply just install it through the top of the shroud here. Use a screwdriver. Now this isn't into a bushing, so you don't want to go too ham sandwich with this. You're just snugging this down so that it holds this shroud in place and keeps it from coming unseated. So there, now it's in place. It's not going anywhere. Now we can take our air filter, and I simply just took some K&N air filter oil, put it on a card, and then just kind of smeared the base around with it. I did the same thing on the top. That's just going to keep any dust particles from going between that air filter, if there's any, the air filter and the cap, if there's any inconsistency in it. Since we have the bigger air filter installed on here, I think it's the 450, we're going to use this beveled side here. I can highlight it. One side has a larger bevel than the other. We're going to use the larger beveled side. And this oval is going to interact with this oval here on the mount, and simply just press down onto it. Alright, with that installed, we can just take our cover with our captive bolt here and install it like normal. And there you go. That's the A2Design air filter modification installed. Real simple, real easy. One of the alternate options I looked at was this Chinese kind of maintenance kit off of Amazon, and it came with this air filter that's a matchup for the stock, but the problem with it is it's a nylon material, and I'm not sure how well that's going to hold up, but it's just kind of an emergency situation. If you are looking at this modification kit, it comes with a somewhat original looking fuel filter and a Jiditch spark plug. So something to be warned about whenever you get this kit if it's not what you're looking for. But yeah, this is a nice easy modification that slides right in and replaces your air filter. I haven't looked around to see how plentiful those new air filters are, but supposedly they're a lot easier to source than these flat ones from Echo. Usually when you get the original ones, you have to get the spark plug and the fuel filter, which isn't bad, but it can be kind of a pain when you're spending 40, 50 bucks a piece for that kit. This whole kit with the extra shroud was, I believe, $75. That was plus shipping. So yeah, that's not too bad of a price if you're looking to upgrade. I'll give you guys a better report on it, but like those first two videos, that was with this new air filter kit installed, and I didn't have any problems with it. I felt like it had a little bit more throttle response on it, and that's always a good thing. So hope this helps you guys out. Look forward to putting out more videos for y'all. Thanks for watching.